Welcome to Hank's Corner. Today I will be dedicating this segment to Mr. Shelby Hines. Now, I do understand that your team is god awful this year, um, that everybody's hurt on your team, but I think this was fitting today because you did lose by 100 points to me. So I think I'm gonna do this whole thing with this on. But anyways, I like to say what's up to all the Chicago Bears fans. We beat the Pack, even though we didn't, it happened without Aaron Rodgers, but we still beat the Pack. Go Bears! Now let's get started here. Hines, I understand. I completely know your feeling. I felt the same way last year, but you need to make do something. You got to make something happen, man. You can't not win another game for the rest of the year. This is just a horrible showing. You lost by 100 points. That's the biggest. I've never seen nothing quite like this before. Now let's see. Now Kevin, Mr. Patterson, he won again. Um, he goes ahead and he does beat somebody who didn't set their roster. I mean, it probably didn't matter because he did get all the fantasy points from tonight because the Bears defense is god awful. Um, Good job. I mean, I don't know. I really don't have much to say about that. Not much. But I would like to bring up one owner in particular, Mr. Sly Douglas. Now, Sly, I understand. I seen that little rampage, that little video you made out eating grapes. You know, for 9 minutes. You talked about me for 9 minutes, threatening me. If you want to do video editing, dude, I don't care what you do. You go ahead and you do it. You don't need my okay. Hey, if you want a war, we can war. You want to battle, we can battle. Whatever you want, just holla at me. You know. Um. Now, Mo, once again, you lost to a contender. You cannot win a big game. You beat the people you should beat, all the powder puffs, but you can't beat a contender. I mean, I think you did beat Sly, right? You did beat Sly, but you probably caught him on a bad week. Everybody has their bad weeks, but you just can't beat a contender. For some reason, you can't. And now you're facing, McFadden hurt again, you know, and Sproles with the concussion. It's gonna be tough for you. You probably make the playoffs because I mean you got a 2 game lead on Reek. Reek. Man, I don't even know what to say about Reek. To me, I think Reek has a solid team. I can make something happen with Reek's team, but of course it's just bad ownership. He's just a horrible football owner. Um, really horrible. Um, he doesn't know how to pick people up from a waiver wire. He doesn't know how to do it. I think he just sets his roster every week and that's it. He doesn't really care about his team too much. I guess his one basketball title it's significant enough that he had a couple years back. Come on, man. You got so much talent on your team. If you ain't gonna do nothing with it, trade it away. Give it to somebody who is gonna do something with it because you're just wasting it there, man. Um, I don't know if you guys got to see Mr. Patterson's video this week. It was pretty funny. You know, but just do me a favor, man. Next time you make a video, please cover up them dreads. Those things are god awful. I don't know. I don't know if you were predator. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that shit was, man. That shit was just man. That was pretty bad. Pretty bad. Um, Carlos. Carlos is over here. Trading away his players now. Thinking about the future, which is the smart thing to do. Because of course, he had a horrible draft. We all said it from the beginning. He even changed his name. Uh, I mean, there's really nothing. He probably won't win another game all year. This might be the worst team we've ever seen, ever assembled in fantasy history. One win. I mean, that's just pure pathetic at this point in time. What are we, week 9, week 10? I don't even know. Um, I'm me myself. I'm gonna stay humble with this victory because it wasn't much. I mean, a lot of people in this league would have been jumping up and down and doing backflips. But come on, look who I beat this week. It was really nothing. I probably I would have been fine with probably starting 4 people. You know, so I mean this was really nothing this week. Um, so of course, Heinz, like I said, that's why I'm wearing this. I mean, just dedicating to you. I mean, it was just I don't know what to say anymore about it. Now, I noticed every week Sly puts up these power rankings that he doesn't even put up. ESPN puts up. I really hate the power rankings. I think these power rankings are horrible. I mean, they go off the points you score every week, which doesn't it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be the total points that you actually have on the season to tell you how much you ranked. Because I think that certain teams score a lot more points, but they don't always win. So it really doesn't add up too much. So I came up with Hank's Corner, Hank's Power Rankings here. I try to be fair. Some people might say, "Oh, well, this guy has more wins than this guy," but I think the schedule that they played and should factor in it, and as well as how convincing they've won, and basically how stacked their team is. So I mean, number one, I have to go. I got to put Breezius up there. I mean, he's shown that 1-2 combo of Jimmy Graham and Drew Brees is basically unstoppable. If you when you play him, you need to make sure you better bring your A game every week, even though he might not have running backs. I mean, I can't even name 2 running backs on his team, but he does it because of these 2 guys every single week. So that's just that's crazy. Number 2 now. People might not agree with this, but I got Polk High, Mr. Sly Douglas himself. I think he has the tools to win a championship. I think he has the team to win a championship. The thing is, can he do it in the playoffs? Can he possibly knock off Morris and get that bye? I think he can, to be honest with you. I think Morris's wins, he's basically, we call it fantasy defense. He's beat a lot of teams who just don't score against him for some reason. I really haven't seen him win a shootout, a 150 to a 160 game or something like that. So I got Sly Douglas at number 2. And of course, I got Mr. Game of the Week, and that's only because he only has 2 losses at number 3. I put myself, Dr. Hank. I put Dr. Hank at number 4. And there's not much I have to say about me. I mean, people know what I have. People know. Now, number 5 through 10, you can throw anybody in there. These are guys that think have no chance at all to win the championship at all. Now you got Valedictorian at 5, and the only reason is because he has 5 victories on the year against Powder Puffs. Number 5. And number 6, I ran a 420 in the 40 at Trouble. Dude, a 420? Seriously? You probably run like a 850 in the 40. I mean, probably worse than that. I don't even remember you being athletic at all. And you're going to put the name like that, but it is what it is. I got you at 6, and that's because you've been winning lately, even though it's been against, Powder Puffs, of course, and the bottom dwellers, games you should be winning. I think you're getting back into things with um, a healthy core of receivers that they've been hurt all year. Roddy and them coming back, you might be able to make a run. Hopefully you're over 500 making the playoffs, because these bottom dwellers, they're just making our division just look horrible this year. Because we have won, the last 4 championships have come from our division. Now, at number 7, I got Manning all over your Tatum. You should probably be last. I mean, who messes up on their roster? I mean, put in your freaking roster every day. Okay, put them in. It makes no sense. So I got Manning all over your Tatum at 7, and that's only because you got Peyton Manning. Because that your team is just, I don't know. You had a lucky game by CJ2K. So then we got Smell My Marts. We've already talked about him. How horrible of an owner he is at number 8. Number 9, Arthur Blank Struggling Faces. And that's only because he beat the original Don Dada, who is number 10. The original Don Dada. You're a bum. You're a bum, you're a bum, you're a bum. That's my power rankings for this week. I really don't have much else to say. There's going to be a good set of games next week. I look forward to it. My biggest rivals coming up. I got Sly. Well, not Sly. I got Kevin Patterson coming up. That should be a nice game. Of course, I expect to win that game, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. So I know he's going to bring his A game. Good luck. Like I said, I despise you in fantasy. I will be coming for you. I will be gunning for you. Bring your A game. You better pray that, Matty Ice gives you some points. Because that 110 you averaging, bruh, that's not going to be enough. So, I'll holler at you guys. I'll see you guys next week. I got something special for you guys next week, next segment. Hines, keep your head up. And I'll send you this through UPS if you need it. I'll send you this through UPS, Aldi. Peace.